Rejoice, ye penny-pinching nerds, rejoice! For this is a season unbound by our bank accounts, unfettered by fees. A legendary age of liberty. This is the Summer of Free! Hey guys, Peter Franson here from christiangeekcentral.com and Spirit Blade Productions. Well, believe it or not, it's that time of year again. Welcome to the Summer of Free 2022, highlighting great geek entertainment that's free for anybody that has an internet connection. For those new to our annual Summer of Free celebration, a little background on why we do this, then I'll give you some general free entertainment resources to check out, followed by my first recommendations of the summer. The Bible teaches that money and possessions are meant to be used for fun. We see that in Ecclesiastes 5:18 and 19, for fun in addition to other things. But our possessions can't truly satisfy us. We see that in Ecclesiastes 5:10. And so they should be put to good use in service to God and others rather than primarily for ourselves. And we see that in Matthew 13:44, Matthew 25:14, and 1 Timothy 6:17 and 18. We are also instructed to stay out of debt so that the only person that we're subjected to is God. We see that in Romans 13:8, Proverbs 22:7, and 1 Corinthians 7:23. Now, as a hardcore geek, this is really challenging teaching. Most geek hobbies involve repeated investment and sometimes cost a lot. All the cool stuff that's being marketed to us nerds usually comes with a price tag, so it can be easy to go beyond enjoyment that we're meant to have into the realm of obsession and or financial waste. And I've experienced this firsthand for myself, still battle this tendency and lose at times. So each year at Christian Geek Central, we kind of celebrate this little Summer of Free, in which I showcase free entertainment options geared toward geeks that are available for free to anyone, as I said, with an internet connection, all in hopes of reminding us to be spiritually intentional and responsible with our resources. So to kick off this summer, I'll point you to a video linked in the notes below, the video version of this Summer of Free installment, where you can get a list of recommended websites that offer all kinds of free geek entertainment options. And now for 2022's first Summer of Free recommendations. This summer in each installment, I'm going to recommend 3 geek movies or TV shows. So this time, the first one is a movie, Train to Busan. It's actually all movies this time. Train to Busan at tubitv.com, tubitv.com. The synopsis on IMDb reads, Sakwoo, a father with not much time for his daughter Suan, are boarding the KTX, a fast train that shall bring them from Seoul to Busan. But during their journey, the apocalypse begins and most of the Earth's population becomes flesh-craving zombies. While the KTX is shooting towards Busan, the passengers fight for their families and their lives against the zombies and each other. This is a movie that features fast, rabid zombies, people that contract the zombie disease and turn really fast in just kind of like moments. So there's some great zombie action. It's not played for comedy. I typically don't like that type of zombie movie anyway. This has some great themes as well, themes of selfishness and how we ought to invest in our kids and other relationships in general instead of neglecting them in pursuit of success. There's suspense, there's tragedy, there's drama. It's serious and weighty with very little humor, just peppered in useful places throughout. It's an interesting and confining premise to put so much of it on the train, and I love the portrayal of zombies in this movie. I would describe it as being our equivalent for language, violence, and gore. The second movie is Troll Hunter, which you can watch on voodoo.com, VUDU.com. The synopsis on IMDb reads, a group of students investigates a series of mysterious bear killings, but learns that there are much more dangerous things going on. They start to follow a mysterious hunter, learning that he's actually a troll hunter. Now, this is a Norwegian movie with subs, so it's 2 out of 3 of these movies that have subtitles, but don't let that put you off. There are great performances in this movie, I thought. There's an interesting exploration of lore as they're following this hunter and learning about the nature of trolls. They use a lower budget really well by kind of obscuring the monster a lot of the times and doing different things with the camera that leverage, I think, their limited budget well. And I find it interesting and funny and suspenseful at different times, so well worth checking out and seeing if it might be your cup of tea. That's Troll Hunter. It's rated PG-13 for some sequences of creature terror. And then finally, the movie Freaks, which you can watch on Crackle.com. Not the movie titled Freaks, You're One of Us. It's a German movie from 2020. This one is the 2018 movie simply called Freaks with Emil Hirsch in one of the leading roles. The synopsis on IMDb says, a bold girl discovers a bizarre, threatening, and mysterious new world beyond her front door after she escapes her father's protective and paranoid control. She and her dad are holed up in this junky, rundown house, and he is terrified of the idea that anyone outside would see her, and so he's covering up the windows and locking all the doors, and like he's being super, super protective. And the movie is largely from her perspective. We're limited to her knowledge of the situation, and so there's very little exposition. It's revealed as the movie goes on, and eventually it opens up into something that I don't want to say much about, but there are plenty of sci-fi concepts. There are characters with superhuman abilities and stuff going on, so there's lots of neat kind of nerdy stuff going on in terms of the setting and the concepts, but it's a journey to go on and kind of discover and wonder about as you make your way through it. A big question is who can be trusted. She's at odds with her dad. She's just a little, young elementary age girl, doesn't understand what's going on. She does eventually meet some other characters, and we as audiences along with her are wondering, oh my gosh, should she be trusting this person? Why is her father hiding her? Anyway, I've put up a review for this movie that you can watch. It also, the child actor is great, deals with some nice, I think, themes of parenting relationships and when we're trying to protect our kids, but there's misunderstanding there and we're not communicating well, we're not loving them well. So there's just some great themes going on in this thing as well. Anyway, it's rated R for violence and some language. And again, that's Freaks. You can watch at Crackle.com. So to review, Train to Busan at 2btv.com, Troll Hunter at vudu.com, and Freaks at Crackle.com. I will be back next time with another set of Summer of Free entertainment suggestions. Next month, I think I'm going to do each month throughout the summer. So be sure to subscribe and then click that bell so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Summer insanity.
Liberate. Butter.